All right. So for regular bio, this is how you do today's. This is not actually the one you're going to have. You're going to have. Actually, I don't know which one I'm going to give you. It's either that one or this one. I'll probably give you this one. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Honors, you guys had this one. So you're going to have to kind of figure it out. So I'm not going through all of these. But my regular bios today, we're able to figure it out. The ones that try. So I think you guys can do it too. All right, so I'm gonna go with this one. These are sex-linked traits. So it's more Punnett squares. I don't think I'm not gonna have you actually do any more Punnett squares on this next exam. I don't think, unless your work ethic just goes terrible, then I'd be like, all right, well, let's get a bunch of Punnett squares and stuff like that. But all right, here we go. So this is sex-linked traits. These are traits whose genes are located on the sex chromosomes. So females, remember, females are XX. Guys or males are XY. Those are our sex chromosomes. It's the 23rd pair. The first 22, I don't know if you remember, they're called autosomes, but these are your sex chromosomes. They don't just determine if you're a guy or a girl. They also have genes located on them. All right, so these are traits that are specifically located on the sex chromosomes, but what you need to know is females have two X chromosomes. X chromosomes are very big, like that. So they carry a lot of information. Us guys, us males, we got an X chromosome that we got from mom. It's not quite that big. It's going to be as big as this one. And then we got the little baby, little Y chromosome we got from dad. Well, obviously, this guy is missing a lot of information because he's not as big as the X chromosome. The Y is much smaller. And these traits are going to be found much more commonly in males than females. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of these, and you're going to have to try your best. And if you struggle, don't worry. I'm going to help you out next week. All right. So in humans, the allele for normal blood clotting is dominant, big H. For hemophilia, this is a disease where if you get cut, it's like you don't stop bleeding. You got to go to the doctor. You got to give like a blood transfusion. They give you foreign blood, and then you'll be able to stop bleeding. So this is a pretty serious disease, and females, girls, very rare. Males, very rare too, but it's much more common in males than in females. Don't worry, you don't have this disease. You would know it by now if you did. But anyways, it's a sex-linked trait found on the X chromosome. So for guys, it's on the X chromosome. It's not on the Y. Females, you have two X chromosomes, so you have two alleles. Guys, you're only going to have one. So we're going to do a Punnett square. A woman with normal blood clotting has 4 children. A normal son, a hemophiliac son, and 2 normal daughters. All right, so first I'm going to show she's a female. So I'm going to give her 2 X chromosomes. XX, you got to do it. And over here I'm going to put the guy, the dad. He's got an X chromosome he got from his mom, and he's got a Y chromosome he got from his dad. All right, so the woman is normal, and we're using big H. So we know she's got at least one big H. We don't know this one yet. The father has normal blood clotting. All right, so we know the father's genotype for sure. He's X, big H, Y, nothing. There's nothing on the Y. Do not put an allele on the Y. Guys only have one allele for these traits. Now, let's see their kids. Normal son and a hemophiliac son. All right, so now we know. The only way these two parents can have a hemophiliac son, she's got to be what's called a carrier. She's got to have the allele for hemophilia, but herself, she's not a hemophiliac because she has one dominant allele. So she does not have the disease, but she does have the allele. She can give it to her kids. All right, so now we have the genotype of the parents. Here are the girls up here. First, show it's a girl. Give her XX. Way too big. Boink. Show it's a girl. Give her 2 X chromosomes. And now big H, 2 normal, healthy alleles. So that's a totally healthy girl. And this is also going to be a totally healthy girl. But this is what she's going to be called, what's called a carrier. So she's going to have a normal allele that's dominant. So she's not going to have the disease, but she is a carrier. She does have the recessive hemophilia allele that she can pass on to her kids. And this daughter, didn't get it. She didn't get the disease. She got the allele, but she didn't get the disease. Now, for the sons, the mom gives the X chromosome, this time with a big H. The dad just gives the Y with nothing, no allele for hemophilia. Now, this son, he got bad luck because it's 50-50 chance. The mom gave her X chromosome with the allele for hemophilia, and the dad just gave the Y. Boom. So that is how that one works. So this kid right here, this male, he has hemophilia. This female, she also has the allele for hemophilia, but since she has two alleles, this dominant one saved her. She's not going to have that disease. Let's try this one. The bison herd on Kanza. You don't even need to know what this means. It doesn't even matter. The males have a condition known as rabbit hawk. Never even heard of that, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. The knee of the back leg is malformed slightly. The condition is controlled by a sex-linked gene, and it's recessive. All right, so now we know. So, suppose the herd bull, the dominant one, which does most of the breeding, he's normal. So he's got X big N. So here we know the genotype of the dad. Here's the bull, the male. He's got an X and he's got a big N. He's normal. He does not have this disease. His other chromosome is a Y. Boom. That shows he's a male, XY, and he's normal because he's got one dominant allele, normal allele. Now, suppose the herd bull, who's normal, mates with a cow that is a carrier. Now, a carrier, first I'm going to show it's a girl. So I'm going to give her two X chromosomes. And she's going to have two alleles. She's a carrier. And what that means is she's going to have one dominant allele. So she does not have the disease, but she's a carrier. She does have the recessive allele that she can give on to her kids. And here's the baby little bison in here. And then it's just a regular Punnett Square. It's a girl, two X's, and this one has two big N's. All right, and here's the boys over here. This is going to be a normal male bison, XY, and he's got the normal allele. This one right here is going to be a female, but it's going to be a carrier. She will not have the disease because she's got the dominant normal allele, but she does carry the recessive disease allele that she can pass on to her kids. Now, this male right here, he's going to have the disease because from the mom bison, he got the X little n. And from dad, he just gets the Y. And the Y does not even have an allele for this. So this one right here is going to have this disease. What is it called? Rabbit hawk. I don't care if you guys do this. All I care about is filling in the Punnett squares. I don't care if you do that. All right, now I'm going to do the first one on, this is actually your worksheet. So this is the one you're going to have. So feel free to do this one as I'm doing it. All right, so we got these flies over here. Some of them have red eyes, like this guy right here. And some of them have white eyes. It doesn't really look white, but purple. I don't like purple. Let's go back to red. All right, so red eyes is dominant. White eyes is recessive, and this is sex-linked. So it's on their sex chromosomes, the XX and the X, or it's on the X chromosome, it's not on the Y. All right, so we have a white eyes is recessive. Show the offspring to be expected from a cross from a white-eyed male. White-eyed male. White is recessive. So first, let's show it's a male. X, Y. XY is a guy. So this is a male fly. And since he's got white eyes, he's got to have a little r. Boop, little r. And what are we going to cross him with? Homozygous, normal red-eyed female. So first, let's show it's a female. X, and look, notice how I leave some space because I'm going to have to put some letters in there. That's a girl because she has two X chromosomes. She's homozygous, so she's going to have two of the big R alleles. Let's see if I can draw them. It's kind of hard. Big R, big R. Boom! I found the genotype of the parents. And now once you get that, I'll put the male fly on top. So he's got his X little R allele that he can give to his baby little flies, or he's got his Y allele that he can give. Now the female, she's got two of the same alleles. She can give the X big R or her other X big R. And since these are both the same, I'm going to cross this one out. I'm also going to cross this out. You do not have to do these and all of them. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I want to know the parents, and I want to see the Punnett squares. All right, so now let's just fill it in. This one's going to be X, big R first. Oop, it's a little big, but it's all right. X, little r. That's a female fly that's going to have red eyes like that. It's going to be a girl fly because it's XX, and since she has one dominant allele, she's going to have red eyes. And this is going to be a male fly. X, big R, Y, nothing. No allele on the Y. So all of these flies are going to have red eyes. And what the heck? I'll do one more. Let me see. What do we got? What the heck? I'll do one more. All right. Hemophilia. We did it on the last one. It's where you keep bleeding. All right. So let's see what happens here. Some of these you got to kind of like figure out. So several cases of hemophilia have been reported in England. Probably just made up. If a hemophiliac woman. All right. So now let's go ahead and get. She's a hemophiliac. And what are we using? Oh yeah. Here we go. So it's recessive, so little b's. So first let's show it's a female. Let's give her two X chromosomes. If she has hemophilia, which is extremely rare in girls, she's going to have two little b's. Because those little b alleles are ridiculously rare. It's hard to get one, much less two. And she got two somehow. She marries a normal man. All right, so first let's show it's a man. Let's give him his X and his Y. And he's normal, so he's going to have the normal allele, the big B. Boom, there we go. All right. And now it's just kind of and remember, you don't have to do this. This is like a normal Punnett square. So the mom, I'll put her on top. X, little b, X, little b. And now I'll put the dad on the side. He's X, big B. And he's got a Y. And now let's just fill it in. These are both X little b, so I don't need two of them. Let's cross one out. All right, this girl right here, she's going to be normal. She's not going to have the disease, but she is a carrier. She does have the disease allele that she can pass to her kids. Now, the boy, on the other hand, he's unlucky because he got the X little b from mom. He got the Y from dad. That boy right there is going to have hemophilia. All right, so I want you to just do your best. Now, this one with the goats or the sheep, this one's hard. You're never going to get a question like this on any of my tests, but try it. Take some critical thinking skills. All right, so do your best. And if you are confused, I'm going to help you next week.